Hello everybody and welcome to another video on Magic Arena and its economy. I wanted to talk a little bit today about how you earn in-game currency and how long it's going to take you to acquire cards to make a deck right now in the closed beta, and what implications that might have for the future, as well as opening up our first ever vault and seeing what's inside. So I may have mentioned before, if you've seen my other video, just kind of how the economy works. You have gold as the in-game currency, and you can earn gold through winning daily rewards or completing daily quests. 1,000 gold is equal to 1 booster pack. So each day, your first 4 wins will reward you with gold. The first win is 200, and then after that, each win is 50, giving you a total of 350 gold for your daily wins. That's not all though, you do have your daily quest as well. That's on a timer, and you get one every day. It can be a 225 gold quest, a 300 gold quest, or a 500 gold quest. The average of that is about 340. It's 341.6, but let's just say 340, which you can re-roll. So if you get a 225 gold quest, it's probably a good idea to try and re-roll it and see if you'll get something higher. But on average, we'll say that you'll earn about 690 gold a day, which will add up over a week to about 4,800. We'll round that up and say 5,000 because of the ability to re-roll, and you do get some extra cards occasionally that might add to your vault totals to help you with that as well. So you're looking at about 5 packs a week on average. However, you can also earn it through more than gold. You'll also see that there is a weekly reward. So you get 1 pack for every 5 wins weekly, and that caps out at 3. So you get it at 5, 10, and 15 wins. And because of this whole, we have had a big backlash in the community as far as how quickly you can acquire cards on Magic Arena, which is why I'm doing this video and looking at it. And because of that, Wizards has decided that in the closed beta for now, they're going to give 3 additional packs every week on Mondays. So that's going to bring our full total up to 3 from this, 5 from your gold, and then 3 from the Monday packs. So you're looking at about 11 packs a week. What does that mean for how easily you're going to be able to acquire cards? Well, I had one of my viewers who very, very nicely helped me out with this and did a bunch of math on what the drop rates are. You'll get a mythic in 1 of every 8 packs. So right now, if you have a deck that, say, for example, is mono red, and you want to have 4 Hazoret, which are mythics, you're going to need to open quite a few packs to find them. How many exactly? Well, I've got a little bit of drop rate here for you. If you're looking at the wild card chance, which is something that we don't know, we know that the mythics are showing up in 1 and 8, but you do also have the problem of wild cards not necessarily telling us the drop rates yet, because Wizards of the Coast is saying that they're testing out the economy. They want to see how fast people can acquire cards, and so they may be adjusted in the future. And they don't want to release what they are now, because that could potentially cause problems where people think that that's the way that it's going to be in the open beta. Understandable. So we have a full chart. Currently, we know that mythics will show up in 1 of every 8 packs on average. So we can know that rate. However, Wizards is trying to keep under wraps the chances of things like wild cards, because they are testing the economy, and they said they may adjust those numbers in the future, so they don't want to let us know incorrect information now. I understand that. They don't want to poison the well, so to speak. Now, what that means is that we have to guess at what the wild card chance is. If we have a wild card chance of 40%, which means that your mythic that you open in those 1 and 8 packs has a 40% chance there of being a wild card, you're looking at it taking about 73 packs for you to get a full playset. Is that realistic? Well, generally my understanding is that there is something in the industry called a pity number, which is what you want for the upgrades. So that is generally about 7% for these style of games. So if you are looking at, say, a 7% chance, more realistically, instead of the 40, you're going to have 242 packs to open before you can get your full playset of Hazarets to build your mono red deck. However, there is thankfully a change to this, because that is a very long time to get it. At our 11 packs a week, we're looking at a full 22 weeks to acquire enough mythics to make a single playset in a deck that we want to make. Not really feasible in my mind. I understand that we'll want to be maybe buying some cards as well. They are incentivizing us to actually purchase out of their store, but it might turn some people off to understand that if you want to be free to play, or if you want to be budget, you're going to need to spend 22 weeks of playing 4 or more games a day to actually acquire those cards. But thankfully, the vault is changing. At its current set, we are not getting any mythic wild cards from the vault. They're going to change that back and allow mythic wild cards to be open from the vault again. And supposedly, we're looking at a guarantee wild card out of the vault from now on. With that in mind, because the vault is something that you get 4% on for every pack that you open, you're actually going to guarantee that you get a mythic for every 25 packs. Meaning that at worst, you're only going to have 100 packs to actually get all of what you need. Thankfully, I'm hoping that they're going to make that change, because that's a lot more reasonable. You're looking at a little bit less than 10 weeks then to acquire a pretty average style deck where you would have some number of mythics. If you're trying to build decks that have multiple planeswalkers and other control cards that might be mythic as well, say that you have like 11 mythics that you need to acquire for a deck, it could get really daunting if it's going to take you 242 packs just to acquire 4 that you want. Unless you're very lucky, of course. So thankfully, this is all up in the air. I don't want to be too negative about the economy, but right now, a little dicey. It sounds like Wizards is listening to us and has adjusted things like the vault to reflect that in the future, and currently they are giving us additional packs. We'll have to change this in the future as well, because they are changing the vault to give you mythic wildcards, but they are removing 3 packs a week from us. So we do have to take that into account as well. Once it's into open beta, they're not going to be giving us 3 extra packs every Monday. So we'll be going from 11 packs a week down to 8, and we'll have to adjust our numbers from there. On a side note, as I mentioned before in my previous video, one of the reasons why we have to worry so much about the drop rates and when we're going to acquire them is because you cannot use any kind of dusting system. So it's not like Hearthstone, or it's not like Eternal where there's Shiftstone. You cannot get rid of cards that you don't want. Anything that you have above 4 will go towards vault percentage, but they will not allow you to just craft new cards that you like. So you're going to have to continue to try and open up the vault or try to acquire cards through packs, which does make it a little bit tougher for us to acquire specific cards. And that's why we're looking so much today at the drop rates for these cards and how much time we can expect before we can get 4 mythics, because we're not going to be able to craft the ones we want. All of that aside, let's see what we have in our vault today. Oh wow, nice. So we got some pretty cool rewards. We got a gold wild card, 2 uncommon wild cards. So rare, 2 uncommons, common, an uncommon, a nice rare, and 1 mythic. So thankfully this will help us build a little bit of a collection. And despite the economy being slow, hopefully Wizards is just testing that. That is part of the current testing cycle, is that they want to know that the economy is slow or not, and they can adjust it as needed. So I'm hoping that they look at the economy as it stands now, realize that it maybe needs a little bit of a tweak where you can get cards slightly faster than they are right now, or give us other ways to acquire cards. Like, it's certainly possible if they are generous with drafting or if they have special events, then they can use those to drop us extra promos, which would be useful for us acquiring sets. And I think that that can all be adjusted quite nicely on their end. And I hope that you all enjoyed this short little video just on the basics of the economy in Magic Arena. And I will see you for more videos. Remember to like and subscribe so you can check out all of my stuff. And I will see you another time.